Breaking news, you're a bird and you're not in my ass. Skip it a bop dop did up dip dip dip, don't make it flip, make your bird hole drip.
Skip it up and that up.
Battlefield 2042. It was one of the worst reviewed games in Steam's history. There was a point on Steam where Farming Simulator 2022 had more concurrent players than Battlefield 2042. DICE and EA had to shut down the Battlefield 2042 subreddit due to toxicity, which when people are getting threatened and people are saying disgusting stuff, I don't condone that. That doesn't help your cause. It just makes you seem like a Neanderthal, and leave the developers alone. Battlefield 2042 was performing so poorly sales-wise that EA was debating making certain parts of the game free to play. That's how you know a game is hurting. Call of Duty Vanguard did that recently, where they made the game free to play for 2 weeks. And the game was released in such a piss-poor, bare-bones, beta, alpha state that there was actually a change.org petition to allow for refunds of Battlefield 2042. And as of me looking at the change.org petition, as of today, which is April 11th, there is 230,779 signatures. So there's a lot of people that are very unhappy with Battlefield. Well, just to show you how unpopular Battlefield 2042 is, it has reached a new low in concurrent players on Steam. Now, keep in mind, this is just Steam and not other platforms. That has to be said. But still, a Battlefield game on PC, on Steam, if there's not many people playing it on there, it's a pretty good indicator that the game is performing poorly. This comes from comicbook.com. I'll read it to you, then we'll discuss. As noted by Steam Charts, which is a site that tracks game data with Valve's Steam platform on PC, Battlefield 2042 officially dipped under 1,000 concurrent players. If you want to be specific, 979 concurrent players early this morning. This is the lowest number of players that Battlefield 2042 has seen on Steam since releasing last year, which shows that the game isn't bouncing back by any means over time. It's worth noting that there are some caveats to this situation for beginners. It's worth stressing that the data here is only associated with Steam, which means that we aren't getting a larger picture of how Battlefield 2042 may be doing on like Xbox or PS5, so on and so forth. And also, too, I almost forgot to mention this, on other launchers that Battlefield 2042 is available on. But keep in mind, just to show you that there was a lot of people playing on Steam, Steam alone was able to have 100,000 concurrent players of Battlefield 2042 when it launched late last year. So my point being is that even though it's just Steam, you can look at those numbers and see what the health of the game truly is. And it's not good. Now, just to show you how bare bones and broken the game is when it launched, here is a list of features that were missing, and I believe there was more as well, but this alone is pretty damning. There was no single-player campaign or story mode, no server browser, no standard multiplayer game modes such as Team Deathmatch. What is with Halo Infinite did the same goddamn thing, too. No persistent lobbies. A variety of in-game assignments was missing. A class system was missing. Many character customization options were missing. Stats page in the game menu. Battle logs and stat trackers for other players, such as previously seen. Global leaderboards, custom emblem support, a spectator mode, permanent community servers, central US servers, and a weapons test range. No team deathmatch in a Battlefield game. If there should never be allowed a AAA game again, if it's a first-person shooter at least, from any developer in 2022 that should not have a team deathmatch mode. If it doesn't launch with that, your game is not ready. Delay it. Full stop. End of discussion. Look, I'll be the first to say that I don't want to see anybody lose their jobs. I know these people work their ass off on these games, and the hard work that the developers put in, the countless hours, the crunch. But I'm glad in a way that these games like Halo and Battlefield are suffering, because it shows that there's only a certain amount of crap the consumer will put up with before they say, I'm not supporting this. This isn't a finished product. You're asking now for $70 for these games, or whatever the case, even $60, it doesn't matter. You're asking insane amounts of money. And then on top of it, you want us to buy extra cosmetics and things like that, like in Halo Infinite. and they're broken products. They're not finished. Any other industry, if a game was sold unfinished, or a product, I mean to say, was sold unfinished, it would be laughed off the shelves. And for some reason in the gaming industry, it's accepted. And it shouldn't be. And it's not, at least to me, that I'm asking developers to crunch, and rush these games out and get them completed. I want developers to be with their families. I always say this because I want to make it abundantly clear. I want them to be happy, and I want them to be emotionally and physically healthy and not harm themselves by putting in insane crunch hours. I'd rather a game be delayed so these people can have lives and be with their families just like you and I. But the game should be delayed. And here's what happened. Look, if Battlefield 2042 had more time in the oven and it was a complete full-featured product, it would have hundreds of thousands of people playing concurrently. It would be successful because people would be like, wow, this is a great product that is finished and polished, and it feels like the Battlefield of yesteryear. But no, it feels like another half-assed, rushed out, we'll patch it later, they'll buy it now piece of bullcrap, and people aren't taking it. And you know what? It's a good thing, and hopefully companies will learn a lesson from it. People won't just buy whatever you shit out. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.